It's day 191. The excitement in Medina. It was 2 years after the Prophet had migrated to Medina. Lately, there had been great excitement everywhere. A new order had come to the Prophet from Allah, the Most High. The order went like this: O believers, fasting is ordered for you, as it was ordered for the religious communities before you, so that you can avoid sins and become fearful of Allah. The Prophet informed the Muslims of this commandment. Everyone was thrilled. During the whole month of Ramadan, they were going to fast. The Prophet told them that they had to first make known their intention to fast. Later, he talked about the many great benefits of getting up for sahur, the breakfast eaten before dawn, so that the believers could nourish themselves and would not be so hungry during the day. He taught them what they should and should not do while fasting. The Muslims obeyed everything the Prophet told them. The sweet air of Ramadan filled the streets of Madinah. The Holy Quran was first revealed in this month. Revelations was a very special way of sending the message to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the Archangel Jibril. The Quran was the last revealed book from Allah, the Almighty. The Prophet used to say that this month, Ramadan, was the month of the Quran. This was an opportunity for the Muslims that they could never achieve on their own. They started reciting the Quran very often. Now, from every house, the recitation of the Quran was rising into the sky. The believers observed every move of the Prophet. They wanted to know everything about him, because in all his behavior there was a benefit and hidden good news. For this reason, they wrote down every word that came out of his mouth, and they practiced everything in the same way he did. The Prophet became their role model. He used to love sharing his dinner with guests. He used to tell them that the guest brings blessings and wealth to a house. Feeding the hungry and helping those in need were the things he loved most. When he said that the reward for doing these things during the month of Ramadan was double, they wouldn't sit down anymore to eat without some guests. The Prophet reminded them that fasting did not just mean staying hungry and thirsty. He used to tell them that when they fasted, they had also to control bad feelings, manners, and behavior. He used to advise them, when one of you fasts, if he gets angry, he should say, "Never mind, I am fasting," and leave. Fasting meant being patient. The real meaning of fasting was to cleanse oneself of all evil thoughts and feelings. It meant to realize how weak and powerless one is in the presence of the great Creator. It was to recognize the real owner of all the blessings in the world. It was to wait for His permission to start eating. Allah, the Almighty, could give unimaginable rewards to those who fasted. For all these reasons, the Muslims on the streets of Medina were overjoyed and besides themselves with happiness.